Welcome back to another exciting tech episode on quisttoptech channel. Today we will be showing some great 20th century gadgets you probably never knew existed. In this video you will see how kilometers of underground subway and metro tunnels in densely populated residential areas like London, Paris, and New York were built. Herrenknecht AG is a German company that manufactures tunnel boring machines. In order to understand how a tunnel boring machine works, we will divide its components into three parts: cutting head, front, tunnel field, middle, and trailing gear, rear. In order to avoid any damage to the sensitive building substance, strong vibrations must be avoided at all costs. A TBM can cost up to $13.5 million and travels 32 meters in a day. They can create large tunnels in a very short time. A circular plate with disc cutters rotates to cut through rock as the machine inches forward slowly. Composed of dozens of steel blades that chip away at the soil ahead as it rotates. The cutter head, which uses disc cutters and sits at the very front of the machine, which does most of the hard work by spinning and digging away at the earth to allow the machine to move forward. Based on that, one could excavate roughly 3 meters in a 24-hour period. A 500-meter tunnel could conceivably be constructed in 4,167 hours. Working 24 hours a day, it would take you 174 days to complete your tunnel. This is just under half a year, or 5.8 months. Long, prefabricated tube sections, made of steel or concrete and sealed to keep out water, are floated to the site and sunk in the prepared trench. In addition, the impact on traffic above ground must remain as small as possible. The tunnel is bored through rock and soil using a tunnel boring machine. The face or the shield of the tunnel boring machine TBM prevents water, soil, and rock from entering the tunnel during construction. The concrete segments are assembled into a watertight lining inside the shield, under the protection of the shield. The process is usually hydraulic, with the machine clamping to the wall using gripper elements. Only then can the drive presses push the drilling head several meters forward. The largest TBM used to build the Westgate Tunnel weighs around 4,000 tons and is 15.6 m in diameter. The longest TBM used for the Metro Tunnel was 7.3 m in diameter and 120 m long. That's the same as 3 E-class trams end-to-end. The material is then transferred to the belt conveyor system in the rear of the shield via screw conveyor, while the hydraulic cylinders press the machine forward continuously. The TBM shield is basically made up of two phases, the tunnel phase and the ring building phase. During the tunnel phase, the cutting wheel, which rotates at a speed of up to 2.7 revolutions per minute, is pressed against the tunnel face with the pressure of up to 400 bar by means of hydraulic cylinders. "24 hydraulic motors drive the cutting wheel via a gear rim, developing a drilling torque of up to 38,000 kN-meters to the excavation chamber. The soil which was excavated by the cutting wheel is used to support the tunnel face. The soil prepared in this way can now be transported from the invert area of the excavation chamber to a belt conveyor by a screw conveyor. When the tunnel phases are completed, the cutting wheel and screw conveyor are stopped. Under optimum conditions, up to 350 meters of tunnel can be constructed in 1 week. This includes the removal of up to 40,000 cubic meters of excavated material and the installation of far more than 1,000 lining segments. The 83-meter-long backup of the tunnel boring machine accommodates all the facilities required. All important data and up-to-date tunnel parameters are gathered together in the central control cabin. cutting tools must be maintained or replaced in regular intervals depending on the hardness of the rocks. Sensors are attached to the tips of some tools which trigger an alarm in the control cabin when a certain degree of wear is reached. Subsequently, the disc cutter is pulled out of its support with a special tool and replaced by a new one. If you enjoyed this video, do us a favor by pressing the subscribe button. Don't forget there are also some fantastic gifts and prizes for our subscribers. That's all for now. Which of the products or ideas did you like most? Share that with us in the comment section. Subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it. Your subscription motivates us to produce more interesting videos. Thanks for watching and see you next time.